Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Married to Medicine, Season 10, Episode 6. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, we see Heavenly in the office. Dr. Jackie got to break the bad news about a man's sperm count. She don't want to call him. She gonna tell his wife. Sweet Tea is at home being a nurse for Greg, filling his prescriptions. I said, girl, not you filling his prescriptions. You might need to get in one of them Facebook groups. Girl, get in one of them Facebook groups and ask them about filling them prescriptions for your older gentleman caller. In the next scene, we see Toya, and she calls the Core Four for a meeting. That's what they're calling themselves, the Core Four. So it's Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, and Toya. So she calls them there to tell them about the trip that she's planning to Napa. She doesn't feel like it's going to be a good idea for Quad to go because it's business and the VPs of Kendall Jackson will be there and she wants to take meetings. She ain't got time to play. When I saw them sit down and have this conversation about Quad not being a part, this is very reminiscent of when they had that meeting for Mariah to not go on any more trips. This is the beginning of the end, and they ain't fooling me. So Toya said Quad didn't apologize for nothing that she's done. So Simone was like, well, I don't even know how you and Quad got here. Like, how did y'all even fall out? Simone, how you don't know? You've been here since season 1. It has been since season 1. And Toya, you are not completely innocent. Both of y'all have done tit for tat. Both of y'all. Now, there is a difference in throwing a little shade and making an accusation. Quad takes it too far. Making an accusation that someone is setting you up to be robbed is different than saying whatever it is that you say. But you both have said things in your friendship or frenemyship, honey. I don't know what y'all got going on. So then Heavenly said, well, ever since she got over there with Phaedra, she don't need me. Aw, Heavenly, are you jealous of their friendship? So then Toya said, well, I want y'all to tell Quad that this is her last trip. Now, mind you, they didn't already got together to make it known that this will be Quad's last trip. Now, this is the only franchise and only show on Bravo that kind of treats it like Big Brother or Survivor. Like you need to be voted off the island. Is that how it works? Do y'all do the hiring and firing on Married to Medicine, or do they renew the contracts? Because girl, what? This right here is a fool, because Toya, last season, you were saying the same thing about Heavenly when she discussed you on that YouTube channel of hers. You just want Quad out. Let's be very for real about it, y'all. Let's be real. Now, I'm not sure if something is happening off camera because we are only privy to what we see for 1 hour. So I'm not going to negate the fact that they are obviously hurt by something. Okay, they seem to want more friendship from Quad. I think that they don't have Quad's type of fun. That's what I think. Okay, I don't think that they get down like Quad like to get down. So outside of filming, she's hanging with a Phaedra and the other Atlanta girls, a Portia, and she likes that group. So maybe that's why they feel away. But don't y'all forget how y'all treated Quad when she was divorcing Dr. G. She's not in this by herself. She was telling y'all that things were going on in her marriage, and you were just like, oh, okay, Quad, acting like it didn't happen. So although she is over the top and she speaks her speech like 7 years ago, well, girl, goodbye. Even though Quad gonna give you that, I don't think that she deserves to be iced out. In the next scene, Dr. Heavenly is at home with Laura talking to her about going to visit schools in Georgia so she can run the beauty supply store. Ma'am, let her fly. She does not want to be stuck up under you. Let her spread her wings. So then Laura takes off her sweater and she's like, yeah, I'm going to FAMU. So then Heavenly sees that she's majoring in biology. Here go Heavenly. Okay, so you want to be me. Ma'am, she does not want to be you. Now, I did hear her voice change a little bit. I say, oh, now her starting to sound like Heavenly. Child, this right here is a fool. All in all, Heavenly is going to just let her go ahead and go to FAMU. She's following in her footsteps by majoring in biology, and you can get somebody else to manage that beauty supply store. Moving forward. In the next scene, Simone and Cecil are taking their sons to look at condos to purchase for Miles and Michael. These boys do not know how blessed they are. Plus, this can be passed down to them. Now, the price tag was $325,000. When I was looking at that price tag, I said, baby, that's a single family home in Houston, not $325,000. So Simone comes out with this list of rules. She's like, listen, if a girl stays here more than 2 nights, she must be on the lease. She must pay rent. Y'all can't eat in the kitchen. Y'all got to eat over here. I said, oh, baby, there's too many rules. No, ma'am. I would rather rent. I ain't got time to be supervised and micromanaged by Simone. But then she said this. Miles has 1 free year of rent and Michael has 2 free years of rent. And I said, you know what? Let me shut the hell up. You cannot spend the night more than 2 times. You got to go home on the 3rd night. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Y'all better save every dime that you get. Every single dime. Do you know how you being set up? If you graduate from college and get the job that you want and you're making money that you need, you can save because they're paying for 2 years for Michael and 1 year for Miles. And that's because Miles is 26, honey, and Miles been leeching since he been born, child. But if you save everything and do things the right way, they have set you up proper. Y'all do not realize how blessed y'all are. And Cecil just standing there looking, honey, because you know he lazy. I love seeing their family together. It's beautiful to see the black family unit intact. I just love it. They're so playful. They don't take anything too seriously. Them men ain't worried about nothing Simone's talking about, okay? She talking because she the queen of the castle, but at the end of the day, they like, child, we gonna talk to daddy. In the next scene, Toya is at home packing for the trip. So she's telling Eugene about the career moves that she wants to make and how Kendall Jackson is going to be there, this, that, and this and that. So she's telling him that she doesn't want to argue with Quad, but she wants to have fun. So Eugene was like, well, if Quad going to be there, y'all definitely going to be arguing. He doesn't trust her interaction with Toya. Eugene, your wife ain't innocent. Please cut it. Okay, just cut it. So they all get into the airport. Child, I thought Sweet Tea was Toya for a second. I said, hey, T. Baby, just shorten it. Hey, T. So they all get there. They get on the plane. And they land in Napa. They get to Napa. So Toya tells the ladies that Dr. Jackie and Phaedra are on their way and possibly Quad, but she don't know if Quad really gonna show up. So then Sweet Tea tells them that she's never been to California. They're in the Sprinter on the way to their accommodations. So Simone goes, oh, okay. Well, this is the 2nd time that we're celebrating a milestone with you. So then Heavenly and Sweet Tea, they turn to each other. They getting into it. So they going back and forth and back. Heavenly was being very disrespectful to Sweet Tea, though, calling her a little girl. Ma'am, she is a grown woman. She is a grown woman. Just because she's not in her 50s does not mean she's a little girl. So Toya tells Heavenly, girl, you need to apologize. So she did, in her heavenly way. And then Sweet Tea said, okay, we cool, because I want you to be there for me, but I'm not confiding in you no more. So Simone gonna say, no mo or no more. She said no mo. Simone, she is not Michael or Miles. And no more is wrong as well in this sentence. It's anymore. I'm not confiding in you anymore. Okay? I'm trying to teach something, baby. Stick to the vagine. Moving forward. I would have to read Simone down. Do you hear me? Because who you think you're talking to? Talking about no more or no mo. Baby, y'all really be playing in her face. Sweet Tea, you just the sweetest pie, honey, because I done seen you on your little lives, and you're just so endearing, and you invite everybody in, honey, but get the heifers together. Don't let them play in your face. So they get to their accommodations, and Quad doesn't have a room. So Toya going around like, I didn't get Quad a room. So Toya trying to find somebody to share a room with Quad. So she's texting Jackie. Nope. So then she texts Phaedra. Hell no, to the no, hell to the no. So baby, she tried to get all the helpers to room with Quad, and all of them are like, no. So Heavenly said, I'm gonna go ahead and speak for Jackie. Jackie don't want to do it. So don't put her in a room with Quad because it's a no. Everybody's saying no. So Simone gonna say, well, the new girl needs to share with Quad. First of all, she has a name. Her name is Dr. Alicia. Don't call her the new girl. Simone working my nerves this episode. I don't know what it was, baby, but she was pissing me off. I was like, Simone is really getting on my nerves. Now, Alicia was nice enough to say yes, but my thing is, you extended the invitation. Why not find a place to accommodate all of you? And why y'all always got to share a room? I didn't think that was cool at all. Toya, you did that mess on purpose. You told them, invite Quad, get her to come, only for you to not have somewhere for her to lay her wig down. Girl, goodbye and good night. If I were Quad, I would be at the nearest hotel. Y'all wouldn't have to worry about me. You would not have to worry about me. Quad, you should have stuck with Mariah, because now they want you out. My, how the tables have turned. Moving forward. So they're out there riding bikes to this spa setup. It was only one table for massages, though. I can't do those chair massages. They be hurting my neck. I don't know. I mean, they supposed to be relaxing, honey, but I don't like that, the way you got to lay and do out. I don't like it. So anywho, they're sitting there and they're talking. It's Toya, Sweet Tea, and Simone. So Sweet Tea is telling them that she told Dr. Greg what Heavenly said because that's his dentist. So Toya gets in a confessional and she was like, I'm shocked because nobody goes to Dr. Heavenly. I'm surprised he goes there. Now, I have to say this. Heavenly is a good dentist. Maybe y'all don't go because I heard she don't take insurance and y'all don't want to pay out of pocket and y'all ain't fooling me. But the woman is good at what she does. I think she's a very good dentist. So Quad arrives, y'all. It's awkward AF. Now, Quad is coming in with a pleasant personality, okay? She's coming in with her guard down. Soon as she sit down, baby, she ain't in there 5 minutes. Toya was like, yeah, so I didn't have a room for you. Yeah, I didn't. I had asked everybody if they wanted to room with you. Phaedra said no. Jackie said no. Heavenly said no. Simone said no. I said no. The production said no. I'm like, damn. So Quad is sitting here and she's like, well, you know, I got money, honey. I will be fine going someplace else. So then Toya is like, no, we found someplace for you. So she gives her a key. Quad is trying to figure out if the room is underground. Like, is it in a dungeon? Like, what's really going on? Where did you find this room? I'm a little bit scared. Here goes Simone. Do you really think that Toya would do you like that? And do? And do? Yes, I think Toya would do her like that. So Simone walks Quad to the door. So now Toya is pissed because the plan ain't going according to how she wanted to go. And she's supposed to be the leader. She's like, I can't stand y'all. Y'all fake. Well, Simone has always been fake. I mean, that's just my assessment of Simone. Now, y'all can tell me what y'all feel, but I feel like she's always been fake. She was like, y'all smile and then y'all talk behind her back. She said, well, no, I'm going to confront her at the dinner. Don't worry. No, I'm going to confront her. This just ain't right, y'all. This just ain't right. Toya, everybody don't have to pick up your hate for Quad. Really and truly, I don't think they really care either way. And Simone, I don't think you really have an issue with her, really. This is just a way to get her out. Simone comes walking back. Well, there was a little bit of an attitude. How was she supposed to respond when Toya blurts out, oh, we didn't have a room for you and nobody wants to room with you either, while her replacement is 4 feet away? She did better than me. She did a lot better than I would have. I would have told y'all where to go and how to get there. You ain't even have to tell me twice, honey, because I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to pack up my wigs and I'm going to be on the I-10 by 10. Moving forward. In the next scene, Phaedra and Dr. Jackie, they arrive, but late, honey. Phaedra gonna show up late if she don't do nothing else, baby. You know she gonna show up late to a trip. She gonna always be the last one there to figure out who all over there. So Toya feels like it's an issue with her and Quad. That's the reason why she came after with Dr. Jackie, because she was supposed to be coming with Quad. So Dr. Jackie gets in a confessional and she was like, it's because Quad didn't make her look good. And when you don't make her look good, she don't want nothing to do with you. I was like, not Phaedra distancing herself. Oh, hey, I wouldn't fool with none of y'all. Do you hear me? Well, I already wasn't fond of Phaedra. That's some of y'all faves, honey, but I don't fool with Phaedra like that. Her moral compass is just spinning, honey. I don't like it. So they all get ready to go down to dinner, right? The dinner setup is stunning. Everybody comes to the table. They get to the table and Quad is the last person to arrive. So she comes in and she sits down. Dr. Jackie tells them that she's meeting with Kamala Harris about Black maternity mortality. And I have to say, Dr. Jackie, that is awesome. We need to bring more awareness to this issue because they don't take care of us in our prenatal appointments. They don't listen to us when we say something is wrong post birth. So we really do need to talk about that. I love that. I love it. So anywho, honey, when Phaedra and Quad get to the table, crickets. Ain't nobody saying nothing. So Quad tells Toya, girl, I'm proud of you. Despite what we're going through, I am immensely proud of you, and I'm very happy to be here on this trip to celebrate you. So Toya was like, okay, girl. So then here comes Simone. Simone takes over to speak for the group, the same way she did when it was time for Mariah to get the hell on. And she says, okay, that's cute. But yeah, we need to talk about your status with the OGs. I said, baby, not the OGs. Quad feels like there wasn't a safe space for her to share. So Simone said, well, why do you continue to hang around the group? The same way y'all continue to hang around Heavenly and claim y'all can't stand her. It's y'all's job. All of y'all have been bad friends to each other at one point. If she does take accountability, will that be enough? That's just will it be enough? I want to know that. And I feel like that's her truth. If she's saying, I didn't feel like I had a safe space to share, that's her truth. But Miss Quad, you got it. Because this is the same way that Mariah was iced out dinner by dinner. And when y'all went on that trip and accused her of doing, narcotics, this is how she was feeling. Me personally, I couldn't be answering to people every time we meet up. I'm going to answer to you one time. I said what I said and I ain't changing it. If you don't like it, tough. I'm not about to answer to you every time we sit down. So Quad said, I have retreated because our relationship has been strained, but I want to be good to y'all and I want y'all to be good to me. I'm willing to wipe the slate clean. If y'all are willing to give me a second chance, I feel like this is a second chance for us all. Well, baby, what she say that for? She said, I have no emotional attachment to y'all, though. Really, I'm just being real. So Heavenly said, oh, okay. No emotional attachment. Well, if you done, then be done. Now, I had to look at this scene for what it was. This show is different than a Housewives franchise. The Housewives, they have been put together. Okay, they didn't automatically accept season 1 of Atlanta. They were actually friends. But those ladies have been put together. This show is different because they are actual friends. They have an actual friend group. And they expect to hang out and to talk and to do holidays together and trips together outside of this show. And Quad is not doing what they want her to do. So then Heavenly pipes up and she says, well, you know what? It's so funny that I didn't hear from you even after meeting at your house. Phaedra told me that she was not going to bring you on this trip, and she was very adamant about that. And she told me that she told you that she was not going to bring you on this trip. So after realizing that Phaedra wasn't messing with you, you called me, and I feel like I'm being used. So then Quad was like, what? Phaedra threw me up to the side. Say, what now? She a little bit confused. She said, well, I didn't even know that me and Phaedra weren't cool. That's what she's saying in her confessional. So then Heavenly said, yeah, Quad, she changed her flight, so she didn't even have to fly with you. Now, mind you, everybody's at the table watching this go down. Quad, you learned the hard way about phony Faye. Phaedra used you to integrate and do what it is she had to do. And now that she sees that you're the person in the group that they don't fool with, she's not about to lose her check. Baby, she ain't about to lose her check, not for a Quad. I'm trying to figure out how Phaedra gonna bring an original to the group. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Quad said, I don't need Phaedra to bring me around. Phaedra park it. Okay? You need to remember how you got in this group. For real. Phaedra needs to be talking about Dr. Emoji. That's what she need to be talking about, but she ain't talking about him yet. So Phaedra pipes up and says, well, I just said if it's going to be an issue every time you come around, then I'm not going to bring you around. And I made that very clear. That's dirty. Or as Kiki Y would say, that's low. That is low. It really is. How you take issue with Quad based on other people's experience with her? This is your first time in this setting. So you're going to throw your friend by the wayside when you were just kikiing out at the door, dropping it low and picking it up slow. Now all of a sudden, since you see that the core group is not messing with her, now it's a problem? So then Heavenly said, well, she didn't call me at all until Phaedra dropped her. She said, I've been very solid with Quad. I've been a good friend to you. I mean, I do know Heavenly comes and says, I'm Quad's friend. She has said that. But Heavenly, you've also talked about her like a dog. You said she sleeps with married men and she forgave you. You said she slept with that contractor just like everybody else and she forgave you. You remember when you and Toya were into it heavy? Y'all were almost about to fight. We could say that you used Quad as well, because you used her as an ally because you knew that Toya and Quad were not cool. We could also say that you used Cone Tessa because her and Toya were into it. So, I mean, Heavenly, come on now. We got to just call a spade a spade. I feel like y'all have all used each other when it was convenient. She even threw Dr. Jackie under the bus. She was like, yeah, Jackie said, yeah, she definitely using you. Child, I'm done. I am done. Heavenly gets in the confessional. She said, yeah, I spoke to Phaedra on the phone, and she told me that she could no longer support Quad. Quad said, well, it didn't go down that way. So then Heavenly says, listen, I just want you to own that you said that Phaedra be lying all the time and that she a whole mess. Well, I mean, she ain't wrong. Phaedra is a liar and a whole mess. So then she brings up how Phaedra said that her and Greg never dated, but Quad says she did. Yes. But obviously Phaedra forgot her lie, because I know that I'm not imagining this. Phaedra told us the same thing on a guest appearance like season 3 or 4. I don't remember which season it was exactly. Phaedra told us that she dated Dr. G. Quad went to Phaedra's office during a Married to Medicine season. Phaedra has come to Quad and Dr. Greg's house during a Married to Medicine season when she was still on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it was said that she had dated Dr. Greg. So what else is going on? Okay, what else? Quad said, well, Greg told me that. He said they dated. They were doing good. Then she asked him for $4,000, so he had to let her go. So Phaedra said, well, my bags cost $10,000. So what I'm going to do with $4? Now they do. But back then, when you were fighting with Bobby Brown and trying to help him win a case, your bags were not costing $10,000. Don't tell me what has been. Tell me what's now. Child, I'm just playing. Shout out to Lanethia, honey. Listen, y'all, I'm just trying to lighten the mood. Don't get down in my comments to get to fighting, honey. Don't get down in my comments to get to fighting. I'm just saying, Phaedra, you trying to show out, but you asked that man. Phaedra then turns to Sweet Tea and she gonna say, did he tell you that? She said, no, he told me y'all went on one date. Because, honey, you know, Sweet Tea, she be half asleep. But that was oddly specific. That man told her that. And I think it probably did happen. I can always tell when Phaedra is lying, though, because she get to crooking that mouth up. Y'all, look at her mouth. She get to moving them lips like ever so. That means a lie finna fly out of them. Moving forward. But, y'all, what had me hollering in this scene was Alicia laughing. When I tell y'all she was getting her whole life, she might not say nothing. But, baby, she gonna get her chuckle on. Chuckle it up, Alicia. Chuckle it up. When I tell y'all she had me laughing, that was so funny. Phaedra said, well, we didn't have any romantic connection. Okay, girl. So then Heavenly says, Quad, you're a user. Quad said, no, I'm not a user. I think the issue isn't that Heavenly thinks Quad is a user. This is just my opinion, okay? I don't think the issue is that Heavenly thinks that Quad is a user. I think that she thinks Quad is great for this show. Would she want Quad to go? No. The issue is that she's mad that Quad was friends with Phaedra and she felt left out. She felt away. And I think that's why she sent that picture of her and Sweet Tea to Quad, because she's feeling away. She loves Quad, but Heavenly has a horrible way of showing that she's friends. Let's take it back to Contessa. Let's take it back to what she said, you know, previously as she was growing up, her and her sister would get into it. She loves you, but she has a funny way of showing it. And I feel like this was sad to see, but I can't feel too bad for Quad because y'all all did the same thing to Mariah. Phaedra been a snake. So I don't know why you was slithering on over there with her. And next episode, Simone is being HR and letting Quad go after evaluating her performance. And that was the end of the episode. Y'all, I didn't like this. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, before y'all even get started, I didn't like it when they did it to Mariah. I don't like a gang up situation. Conversations could have been had one-on-one. Heavenly, if you cared that much about your relationship with Quad, you should have told her, girl, I feel like you using me, so I'm going to take a step back from you. But all that other stuff and throwing it all out there like that, I didn't like that. And I also didn't like when y'all did it to Mariah. But baby, what goes around comes back around. Hey, my baby. Shout out to Beyonce. Child, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. It was so many moving parts. Child, I can't say I'm shocked though. I really cannot. And Toya, you better keep your head on a swivel, honey. They had you out of here next. And Phaedra, don't get too comfortable. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.